Do you feel like you don't speak enough Chinese? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account.
Hi everyone! Do you know how to introduce yourself in Chinese? Today we are going to learn 10 lines for introducing yourself. 我的名字是雨婷 My name is 雨婷。我的名字是 My name is. The more casual way to say your name is 我叫雨婷 I'm called 雨婷。你好，很高兴认识你。Hello, nice to meet you. 你好，很高兴认识你。您好。You just can use 您好 to the respectable person, for example, your teacher, your leader, but you can't use in the same generation friends. If you want to use for friends, you can use 你好. You can say like that. 你好，很高兴见到你 or 你好，很高兴认识你。我来自中国 I'm from China. 我来自中国 I'm from China. And if you want to introduce more about yourself, because China is so big, I want to say that I came from the north part of China. 我来自中国的北方。我住在北京 I live in Beijing. 我住在北京 I live in Beijing. When you introduce yourself, you can use 我住在 For myself, I live in 呼伦贝尔。我住在呼伦贝尔。呼伦贝尔 is my hometown. Please visit my hometown, 呼伦贝尔。You are super welcomed. 我是一名学生 I'm a student. 我是一名学生 You can tell your occupation, your career. For example, you are a teacher. You can say 我是一名老师。And if you are an engineer, you can speak 我是一名工程师。医生 doctor, lawyer 律师。And if you work for government, you can speak 我是公务员。我24岁 I'm 24 years old. Okay, next one, tell your age. Ha ha ha. Maybe sometimes you don't want to tell your age, but it's okay. 我今年24岁 I'm 24 years old. 我的爱好是摄影 My hobby is photography. 我的爱好是摄影 My hobby is photography. And also I love travel. 而且我也喜欢旅行。你喜欢旅行吗 Do you like to travel? 我喜欢听音乐 I enjoy listening to music. 我喜欢听音乐 I enjoy listening to music. And also, I also enjoy cooking. 我喜欢做饭 And watching movie. 看电影。我学习中文已经24年了 I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. 我学习中文已经24年了 I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. How long have you been studying Chinese? 你学中文多长时间了？我的梦想是成为一名中文老师 My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. 我的梦想是当一名中文老师 My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. So here I am. I hope you can enjoy my lesson. 我希望你们喜欢我的中文课。Okay, guys, that's all for today's lesson. Today we learned 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. And if you have some questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I have been learning Chinese for 24 years.
With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in Chinese. This video is a small portion of our Can-Do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description. Welcome to Can-Do Chinese by ChineseClass101.com.
大家好，我是李英如。Hi everyone, I'm Yinru Li. In this lesson, you will learn how to introduce yourself in Chinese.
This is Mark Lee, and he's on a plane to China. Zhang Zhu, a passenger sitting next to him, introduces himself by saying, "Hello, my name is Zhang Zhu. Pleased to meet you."
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
Listen to the conversation and focus on Mark's response. Ready?
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。
Once more with the English translation.
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
Hello, my name is Zheng Chu. Pleased to meet you.
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。
Hello, my name is Mark Lee. Pleased to meet you. Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at Mark's response.
Do you remember how Mark Lee introduces himself? Hello, my name is Mark Lee. Pleased to meet you.
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。
First is
你好，
meaning hello.
你好，你好。
This is a commonly used greeting, and it is often said when meeting people for the first time. This starts with the word
你
you.
你
Next is the word
好
good.
好
Together, it's
你好
this phrase literally means you good, but translates as hello.
你好
Pronunciation note. When there are two third tones in a row, the first one changes to the second tone. Listen to the pronunciation again.
你好 你好
This pronunciation change is not reflected in the pinyin, as you will still see two third tones. Before we look at how Mark introduces his name, let's look at the last part of Mark's response.
很高兴认识你
Nice to meet you, or pleased to meet you.
很高兴认识你
First is
很
very.
很
This is followed by
高兴
translating as pleased in this context.
高兴
Next is
认识
to know.
认识
Last is the word
你
you.
你
Altogether,
很高兴认识你。
Literally, very pleased to know you, but it translates as pleased to meet you.
很高兴认识你。
When meeting someone for the first time, you'll often hear this phrase, but omitting it in favor of a simple
你好，
is often enough. Do you remember how Mark Lee says, "My name is Mark Lee"?
我叫马克里。
First is
我
I.
我
Next is the word
叫
which translates as to be called.
叫
Together it's
我叫
literally I'm called, but it translates as my name is.
我叫
This phrase is used to introduce one's own name. Next is Mark Lee's name.
马克里。
Note, there is often a short pause between the first and the last name. For example,
马克里
first is Mark's given name,
马克
Mark.
马克
Followed by his family name,
里
Lee.
里
Altogether,
我叫马克里。
I am called Mark Lee.
我叫马克里。
When giving foreign names in Chinese, the name order follows the order of the original language. For example, Mark Lee translates to
马克里
as the name order in English is given name followed by family name. For Chinese names, the order is family name followed by given names. Zhang Zhu uses this order when he says
我叫朱正。
his family name
朱
is followed by his given name.
正
The pattern is
我叫 name
my name is name.
我叫 name
To use this pattern, simply replace the name placeholder with your name. Imagine you're Karen Lee. In Chinese,
凯伦里凯伦里凯伦里
say, "My name is Karen Lee." Ready?
我叫凯伦里。
My name is Karen Lee.
我叫凯伦里。
When introducing yourself as a Chinese learner, you might want to use just your given name. 我叫凯伦. My name is Karen. 我叫凯伦. You can feel free to use the name you would like to be called.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat, or speak along with the native speakers.
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫凯伦里，很高兴认识你。你好，我叫凯伦里，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫李音如，很高兴认识你。 你好，我叫李英如，很高兴认识你。
你好，我是李林，很高兴认识你。你好，我是李林，很高兴认识你。
Did you notice how the last speaker uses a different sentence pattern?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them. She says,
我是李林，
I'm Lin Li.
我是李林，
First is
我
I.
我
Next is,
是
in this case, it's like the am in I am.
是
Together,
我是
I am.
我是
Last is the speaker's name.
李林
Note the name order, last name,
李
followed by given name.
林
Altogether,
我是李林
I'm Lin Li.
我是李林
This is also a common way to introduce yourself. The pattern is
我是 name
I am name.
我是 name
Do you remember my introduction at the start of the lesson? 我是李英如。I'm 英如李。我是李英如。My introduction follows the pattern of 我是 name. I am name. 我是 name.
You should be aware of this pattern, but for this lesson, we'll use the sentence pattern.
我叫 name
My name is name.
我叫 name
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say hello? 你好。你好。And how to say I? 我。Do you remember how to say Mark Lee in Chinese? 马克里。马克里。Do you remember how Mark Lee says, My name is Mark Lee? 我叫马克里。我叫马克里。Do you remember how to say, Pleased to meet you? 很高兴认识你。很高兴认识你。Do you remember how Mark Lee says, Hello, my name is Mark Lee. Pleased to meet you.
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫马克里，很高兴认识你。Do you remember how Zheng Zhu says, Hello, my name is Zheng Zhu. Pleased to meet you.
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
Let's practice. Imagine you're
凯伦里，
respond to Zheng Zhu's self-introduction. Ready?
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫凯伦里，很高兴认识你。
Listen again and repeat.
你好，我叫凯伦里，很高兴认识你。你好，我叫凯伦里，很高兴认识你。
Let's try another. Imagine you're
李林，
ready?
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫李林，很高兴认识你。
Listen again and repeat.
你好，我叫李林，很高兴认识你。你好，我叫李林，很高兴认识你。
Let's try one more. Imagine you're
李英如，
ready?
你好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识你。
你好，我叫李英如，很高兴认识你。
Listen again and repeat.
你好，我叫李英如，很高兴认识你。 你好，我叫李英如，很高兴认识你。 When speaking with your elders or people of higher social status, it's recommended to use 您, the honorific term for you, instead of 你. 您, you, in honorific speech. 您, 您. So to sound more respectful, Zheng Zhu, who is younger than Mark, could say, 您好，我叫朱正，很高兴认识您。 This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Well done! Now you know how to introduce yourself in Chinese. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.
Welcome to ChineseClass101.com's 3分钟汉语 the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Chinese. Hey, 大家好，我叫马燕如，很高兴与大家见面。Hi everybody, I'm Yanru Ma. Nice to meet you. In this series, we're going to learn basic Chinese expressions. It's super easy and only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Chinese. Ready? Let's get started. 你好，我叫马燕如。Hi, I'm Yanru Ma. 你好，我叫马燕如。Start by saying 你好, which means hello. 你好。Then say 我叫 which means I'm called. 我叫。After this, say your name. 你好，我叫马燕如。Yes, it's just that easy. When you introduce yourself, you might want to tell people a little more than your name. Again, it's easy. You're learning Chinese, so let's say you want to tell people you're a Chinese student. In Chinese, this is 中文学生. The first word, 中文, is the word for the Chinese language. 中文. Next, we have 学生. This means student. 学生. Altogether, it's 中文学生。中文学生。Now, if you want to say I'm a student, just start with the word for I we learned before. 我. Then add 是. This means is. 是. After this, add the word for student. Do you remember it? 中文学生。中文学生。Put them together and you have 我是中文学生。我是中文学生。Remember, start by saying hello, then say your name. 你好，我叫马燕如。Follow with a little bit about you. 我是中文学生。And now you have a nice self-introduction. 你好，我叫马燕如。我是中文学生。Now it's time for Yanru's tips. When men introduce themselves, it's very common for them to shake hands. In business situations, women will do this too. In social or casual situations, however, it is common for women to simply nod or smile in order to show friendliness. Do you know how we say thank you in Chinese? Come to our next lesson and you'll see how easy it is. 再见. See you then.
Hey everyone, Alicia here. Welcome to Conversational Phrases. We've found that the best way to learn a language is to speak it from day one. And the best way to start speaking is to learn phrases that you'll use in real conversations. In this lesson, we'll learn conversational phrases to answer the question, how's your mother? After watching this video, you'll be able to talk about well-being and ask how someone is doing. And if you want to learn more vocabulary, phrases, and example sentences you can use in real-life situations, click the link in the description to download your Conversation About Family Well-Being PDF cheat sheet for free. Now let's take a look at some conversational phrases.
Listen to the dialogue.
你妈妈怎么样？她很好。
Once more with the English translation.
你妈妈怎么样？
How's your mother?
她很好。
She's fine. First of all, you'll need to learn how to say, how's your mother? That's
你妈妈怎么样？
Listen to it again.
你妈妈怎么样？你妈妈怎么样？
This Chinese sentence literally means, your mother how? But it translates as, how's your mother in English. Now, how do you answer this question? The pattern is
她很
state of well-being. This Chinese sentence literally means she very, but it translates as she is state of well-being in English. For example, she's fine.
她很好，她很好。
Here are a few expressions related to well-being that you can use with this pattern. Great,
棒，棒，
fine,
好，好，
so-so,
一般，一般，
not good,
不好，不好。
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
你妈妈怎么样？她很棒。你妈妈怎么样？她很一般。你妈妈怎么样？她不好。
Okay, now it's your turn. Do you remember how to say, how's your mother?
你妈妈怎么样？
Imagine she's great. Do you remember how to say great?
棒，棒，
Say, she's great.
她很棒。
Now, answer the question saying she's great.
你妈妈怎么样？她很棒。
Now imagine she's so-so. Do you remember how to say so-so?
一般，一般，
Say, she's so-so.
她很一般。
Now, answer the question saying she's so-so.
你妈妈怎么样？她很一般。
Now imagine she's not good. Do you remember how to say not good?
不好，不好。
Say, she's not good.
她不好。
Now, answer the question saying she's not good.
你妈妈怎么样？她不好。
In this lesson, you learn new vocabulary and phrases you can use in your everyday life to talk about well-being. You're now able to talk about how someone is feeling like a native speaker. Start by practicing in the comments below. Tell me how you are today. Lastly, don't forget to click the link in the description and download your PDF cheat sheets. You'll get useful phrases you need for everyday life for free. See you in the next lesson. Bye! Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. save them to the Word Bank, your personal vocabulary collection where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools.